Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pitch Side Podcast channel. I'm your host, the HOD of the BSB. Like, share, comment on the YouTube version, subscribe to the channel, enable notifications to receive all the updates from these match recaps and all other content on the channel, including the podcast, which you can listen to on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or any other platform. And follow us on social media, Side PSB on Twitter, Pitch Side Pod on Instagram. And of course, we're coming in straight after the game between Bayern Munich and FC Koln in the Bundesliga. It was a 5-star showing from Bayern, but not quite the perfect. I mean, 5-star, I'm talking about the result, of course. 5-1, it's the best result you can hope for against a side like Koln, a result that would boost the confidence of the team, really heading into the business end of the season, trying to enforce the feeling now that Bayern Munich are going to be winning the Bundesliga. They're going to be back to their best form, and they're going to be competing for the Champions League title. The start was super strong. The first half, I think, was terrific from Bayern. Incredible domination, no shots, no attempts whatsoever from Koln. It was complete domination and superiority from Bayern, scoring in the first half twice thanks to Choupo-Moting and Robert Lewandowski. I mean, Koln really gave some silly goals, aren't they? They lost the ball in the midfield quite a lot. They gave away Bayern too much space, and you don't give Bayern space. You don't give players like Musiala, of course, who started the game, Lewandowski. You don't give Goretzka that kind of space, and you really don't give Bayern as a whole the space like that. They scored 2 goals pretty much in similar fashion. I mean, they lose the ball high. The ball is played behind their defenders, and you know, it is scored, and the first goal was a cross from Goretzka, and the second goal was an assist from Goretzka behind the defenders and to Lewandowski, who was on a brace today, scoring his 28th, 27th and 28th and 29th goal, respectively. The season here is going and insisting probably on breaking Gerd Müller's record with Bayern in one season. It is 40, and Lewandowski looks close to that. But because it's Bayern, nothing gets perfect in any match, and they don't keep the clean sheet. They concede another goal against Koln, and it's a silly goal, really. It's a prototypical Bayern goal. I mean, I'm happy, I'm conflicted. I'm happy because the goal was scored by a fellow Tunisian and mine, Elias Skiri, and it was a brilliant finish, by the way. He joins an elite club of players who managed to chip it over Neuer. Neuer's kryptonite is chipping the ball over him when he's down. It's just a common knowledge at the moment that you want to score against Neuer, you just wait for him to fall down and chip it over him. That's the only way. And he wriggled past a couple of players as well. He wriggled past Alaba and Alphonso Davies, and he managed to finish it brilliantly over Manuel Neuer for a 2-1 half in the deficit. And from there, the second half got really, really harder for Bayern. Koln had a couple of opportunities after that, and they had a strong period in the 15 minutes or 20 minutes after that. But once Thomas Muller was in, things got back to normal. Thank you, God, for bringing Thomas Muller back into the Bayern Munich squad. He comes in from the bench, he pulls in an assist in 1 minute time and puts Lewandowski on his brace for the day. Then Gnabry comes off the bench and scores twice. It is, I think it's the perfect performance overall offensively, but still the defensive kinks that you need to work on. Bayern need to stomp, of course, their authority. I think it was a very, very dominating victory for most of it. Again, there was that empty period, sort of dull period in the first 15-20 minutes in the second half. Bayern, I think, really need to take care of those situations, because they always do that, aren't they? They always enter the second half, and always enter the halves in general pretty weak, given Koln, a little bit too much than expected, certainly. I'm not going to talk about that mistake from Neuer, leaving the goal and, managing the ball badly outside of his own save zone and barely is escaping, the 2-2, the ball hitting the inside of the post and going out. It was one of the luckiest moments for Bayern this season, and there were a lot of those, in fact, over the course of the season. But eventually, Thomas Muller came in. Bayern overpowered Koln, 3 goals to the good in the last 25 minutes or so, 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, and Bayern managed to make it 5-1. An incredible, performance, an incredible victory. Maybe the scoreline will hide a lot of things that went bad for Bayern particularly in the early goings of the second half, but again, that's what you need. You needed 3 points, you need an incredible result, and a result that would boost the confidence of the club again and the team heading into the rest of the season. For Koln, Unfortunately for them, they had a good period in the early goings of the second half, but you have no chance against Bayern when they are at their best, and the squad is getting closer to being full fit again for the rest of the season, and that doesn't bode well for the Champions League favourites. Hello, Man City, PSG, I am looking at you. That's it from me for this match recap. I was your boy, the HOD of the PSP. Like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, enable notifications to receive all the updates, and of course follow us on social media site PSP on Twitter, page on Instagram, and listen to our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or any other platform. Until the next time, I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye.